Indy Thompson on his journey to America's Got Talent, and that Simon Cowell eye roll. Over the course of a few minutes, Indianapolis native Brian Thompson went from getting eye rolls to approval from America's Got Talent judge Simon Cowell. The saxophonist, who is professionally known as B. Thompson, tried out for the NBC show a few months ago in an audition that aired on the show Tuesday evening. When introducing himself to judges Cowell, Heidi Klum, Sofia Vergara, and Howie Mandel, Thompson said his inspiration on the instrument was the iconic and ubiquitous Kenny G. Cue the Cowell eye roll. In hindsight, the 27-year-old performer told Indy Star Wednesday he understood Cowell's response. Kenny's one of the standards, he's one of the only saxophonists that the world knows, so it's very cliché, he said. Every sax player likes Kenny G, right? But there was nothing cliched about Thompson's soprano sax cover of Tina Turner's What's Love Got to Do With It, which soon had the audience dancing in their seats, and garnered automatic guesses from Vergara and Mandel, both of whom gave him standing ovations. That was so sexy, Vergara said. You look amazing on that stage, you look so calm. It's so natural, it's so effortless, Mandel said. And I could listen to you all day. Cowell and Klum were more reluctant. At one point, it almost seemed Cowell, the last judge to vote, was going to say no. Even though he already had the 3 yeses to advance in the competition, Thompson said waiting for the final response was nerve-wracking. Waiting for his yes is like waiting for that approval from that parent that's never really satisfied with his child, he said. B. Thompson's journey to America's Got Talent. Growing up, Thompson had a flair for the musical. He sang, then explored piano. When he was 9, he got his first saxophone. It's kind of a spiritual thing, he said. When I picked up the instrument, it was like, oh, this feels like what I'm supposed to do. Thompson said he's never taken a formal lesson and taught himself. There's people who were just meant to do the great things that they've done, he said. And what ends up happening is, once they tap into it, the rest of the world agrees. It wasn't until 2014, after he took a hearing test as a student at Broad Ripple High School, that he was diagnosed with sensorineural hearing loss in his right ear. The diagnosis made certain things make sense. Getting in trouble for not looking at teachers when they were talking to him, being told he talked too loudly, not noticing when people were trying to get his attention. But, as far as he knows, it's never affected his ability to play. I don't know anything different, he said. I only know music with this disability. He graduated high school the following year, and in 2018 moved to Los Angeles on July 9, exactly 6 years before his America's Got Talent audition aired. It was terrifying for me, he said of the move, but I did it because I knew that there was so much more on the other side of it. Thompson has racked up millions of views with his cover songs posted to social media, and he's released several singles that you can find on Spotify. When selecting songs to cover, and especially those performed on stages like AGT's, he says he looks for songs fitting 3 major criteria. He has to connect with them, they have to be broadly recognizable, and they have to translate well to the saxophone, typically with strong melodies. Not every song sounds good on the saxophone, he said. Some songs are just meant for vocalists.